What's up YouTube, Hackman is here today with another day of anime challenge. Before I even begin answering questions, I have to direct you into my description below. There will be links to my anime list for every single anime and manga I am going to mention. I'm sorry I didn't put a video yesterday, but as a special I will answer 4 questions. Let's start with question number 3. My favorite male character in anime and manga. Both of these are pretty simple. I'm not gonna describe my favorite manga character because he fits more as an answer to another question, so let's leave him for later. Let's talk about my favorite male anime character. I can't help it, but I have to mention Fullmetal Alchemist again. Yes, my favorite is Edward Elric. He is short, he has anger management issues, but on the other hand he is trustworthy, intelligent, and also cunning of course, great friend and awesome brother. He doesn't really get along with everybody, Mustang, and doesn't go far for swearing. But deep inside he cares about every single lie. He has this deep moral code which he follows even if it hurts him or it contradicts his own goal. And there is one other thing I love about him. He can act sometimes like other shonen heroes, that means without thinking brain and with emotions only, but he also uses his intelligence a lot. Shiny examples are Better with Greed and Lab number 5. Question number 4. My favorite female character. In anime this was by far the hardest choice, but I have decided to go with Casca from Berserk. Tough warrior, check. Strong will, check. Independent, kinda check. She adored and heavily relied on Griffith, as almost everyone in his band of mercenaries. What I really like about Casca is her relationship with Guts and how it develops. At the beginning she is jealous of him. Guts is the only one from Band of the Hawk who was actually chosen by Griffith. Everybody else follows Griffith because they chose to do it. And he is like, whatever, you can follow me, I don't care. Everyone including Casca. But during the course of this series she develops and we finally can start to see her softer side. By the way, I really like that this anime includes such details as pain from menstruation. And my really last point here is what happened to her at the end. That was fucking brutal. That's the most depressing ending in every anime ever. Now my favorite female character in manga. Finally I can talk about this shit without some doubts like repeating myself. Oh god, finally! Kansai from Molester Man. This 20 chapters long doujinshi beats the crap out of every single manga I have ever read, including Fullmetal Alchemist, and by this time you should know how much I love FMA. This is just pure greatness, and you know what's the best thing in Molester Man? Characters. And you have their great female cast. You have their misunderstanding, Lori, Miss Yamanoka, but most importantly, you have Kansai. Molester Man is based on true story, on true fucking dialogues. So you can't really say that they feel like they could jump out of the page and start walking here because they are already in Japan. Kansai is really walking, sleeping, or doing something else right now. And of course, her interaction with Molester Man himself is freaking great. Most of the time it's funny as hell, and when it's not funny as hell, it's freaking awesome. Female character who protects her friends at all costs, again even when it hurts her, is damn freaking funny, and best of all, is not a whiny little crab with big tits who always depends on main hero. That's Kansai for you. She is just awesome, deep character. You Kansai, you fucking rule. Question number 5. Anime you are ashamed you enjoyed. This is gonna be short. I don't really have manga I am ashamed of, but in anime territory it's definitely High School of the Dead. You know what I mean. Tits and ass and tits and ass and tits and ass and panties everywhere. Actually everywhere you look. This was the main reason I picked it up, but when it's too much, it's just too damn much. And here is so over the top, it even hurts the story. Question number 6. Anime you want to see but you haven't. That's a lot to choose from. I'm sorry to change the rules, but I have to go with 3 titles. And please don't kill me after you hear this. Cowboy Bebop, Serei no Moribito, and Spice and Wolf. I honestly don't know why I haven't watched them. I saw first 2 episodes of Cowboy Bebop years ago, and first one was phenomenal. I still kind of remember last scene, and I have seen it only once. Similar thing happened with Seirei no Moribito, and what's even worse in this case is that I have Moribito on my PC. I watch the opening almost every day, and opening of Cowboy Bebop is also one of my favorite openings of all time. But anime itself, I don't know why, but I just don't touch it. Spice and Wolf is kinda different because I learned about this later in my anime career, but it looks like it's my cup of tea. Now let's go to manga. Here it's again hard to pick one, but fortunately none of these are as urgent as my rest in anime. First one is Kingdom. You are telling me that this manga has better story arc than Golden Age arc in Berserk? That's not possible. That's not fucking possible. Similar thing is with second one, Shin Angyo Onshi. A lot of people compare this to Berserk, and they are saying it's slightly better than Miura's masterpiece. I read a few chapters and it was kinda good, but Cowboy Bebop and Seirei no Moribito case happened again. Third one is Orange. Orange is the only shoujo manga I want to read. Right now, I'm gonna read description of story from my anime list. One day Takami Anaho receives a letter to herself from 10 years in the future. As Nao reads on, the letter recites the exact events of the day, including the transfer of a new student into her class named Naruse Kakeru. Nao, from 10 years later, repeatedly states that she has many regrets and she wants to fix this by making sure that Nao from the past can make the right decisions, especially regarding Kakeru. What's more shocking is that she discovers that 10 years later, Kakeru will be no longer with them. Future Nao asks her to watch over him really closely. This manga has to go on hiatus because manga author wanted to take story into a direction which was labeled as too harsh for her publisher. Too harsh. This doesn't look like normal shoujo, and I want to read it so badly. So as always, please rate this video, let me know your favorite characters in comments, and subscribe. This is Hagen and Edward. Goodbye YouTube, see you next time.